Hi everyone, and guess what we're going to talk about today? The Maison des Objets show in Paris 2026. And I just want to recap what I saw at the show. It's kind of fun because it is different than over here in America. We do see some of the influences. They'll start in Europe and then they'll come over here. So one of the first things I saw were lots of color, lots of greens mixed with other colors, but lots of vibrant colors on lots of accessories, lamps, furniture, tabletop. So it was really refreshing to see all these really fun sort of fresh colors. Now, some of the colors that are popular were blues and greens, and we saw lots of different greens, from moss greens to chartreuse. Then we saw greens with melon, like a chartreusey green with melon. We also saw greens mixed with purples, and actually that was interesting because I got to see some grapes. Yeah, I think grapes are coming back, fruit. Now, of course, greens with browns, because we know brown is becoming a big influence this year in home decor. So lots of browns, and then we saw browns with greens, we saw browns with blush, browns with sort of rusty reds, and we saw lots of burgundy. Now the next thing I saw was horses, a few horses here and there, and of course you can expect to see more of that because it is the year of the horse. 2026 is year of the horse, so of course we're going to celebrate it at the high-end market. I saw a lot of it at the designer showrooms, and of course in accessories and tabletops. The next thing I saw were poppies. You saw lots of wild flowers, but I definitely saw like roses, poppies, and flowers are definitely coming back in the market, especially in fabrics and in obviously dried flowers. Of course, they're flowers. But I did see the poppies and the peonies and things like that more popular in the displays. Another thing I saw lots of are trees. Lots of panoramic murals in the showrooms, but also at Maison Objet, because we saw a lot of the wallpaper stores there. So it's in wallpapers. The trees were also in fabrics, and just the tree sort of feeling. I think people like trees because it's sort of the outdoor. It's sort of down to earth. It's comforting, and we all want to feel comforted now. Next thing I saw, kind of a fun novelty, were monkeys. I saw a few monkeys on trays, on like hanging accessories, pardon me, to hang on, trees and things like that. But we did see monkeys in fabrics and furnishings. Next thing I saw were novelty fruits, things like strawberries, cherries, and I did see a few grapes, but also they'll do bananas and that, but the most thing were cherries and strawberries. And to finish it off was Chinoiserie. Of course, Chinoiserie has continued on from last year. It's a very elegant style. Part of this sort of panoramic trees and things like that sort of brings back that old world, Zuber, kind of old world warm style of rich environments with scenic panoramic trees in the countryside, whether it's French or English. You'll see more of that. That is my recap. Let me know what you like. What was your favorite? I think my favorite was just seeing all the colors. Just love it. Let me know what you like best, what you saw. Okay, until next time, make your home colorful with wallpaper.